Reminds me of Pippa. I watched the last one. Pippa was Palace. What was it? No. Pakistani India something. It was a thing for the kids in the colleges because there was a lot of kids from India and Pakistan at ASU, and so they had a thing with videos from their Bollywood movies, and me and Patrick used to sit and watch them. And I showed them to Amy. I recorded them because I liked them. You know. Hari tali kali kanita to kehidali and inahi nikahi. And then I tried to tell her, the women's voices are very high register. It takes your ear has to adjust. It's not something like China when they would do the things. The women's voices are very high register, and it's kind of hard for the Western ear. Because we have Patsy Cline and Ella Fitzgerald and Nancy Wilson and stuff, and we don't have is that where it's like real high pitch, and you're like, okay, sounds like somebody skinning a cat there. That's a little too high there, a little too high. We want a little, have you ever heard Tisket or Tasket? That song makes me randy. All right, what's the guy's name? Austin Powers. Does that make you randy? Makes me randy. Oh my God, that woman's voice is so sexy. Her voice is so sexy. A tisket, a tasket. I lost my picnic basket. And when she sits there and she goes, no, 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 no. You're like, oh my God, that woman's voice. That's a spot right there. That's a spot. Son, is it red? No, no, no. And if I do not find it, I think that I will die. If you go listen to that voice and say it's not one of the sexiest voices you've ever heard. That's why on the cowboy one on a fucking, wasn't it Abbott Costello? We want to hear us sing, and Ella comes out, and all the guys are like, "That's a spot right there. That's a spot. Say my name, say my name." People say it ain't sexy, but they is crazy. Ella Fitzgerald's voice. So will you ever let me be? Oh, will you ever this? And the way Crosby sings, ba 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 boom, these sentimental silk stockings thrown aside and tickets to faraway places. And you're listening, you're like going, my gosh, that woman's voice is just, damn. Okay. If you don't think that, I'm pretty sure Beyonce Knowles is going to slap you silly. Okay. And Etta James, if she's still with us. You don't think Ella Fitzgerald's voice is one of the sexiest things you've ever heard? Another one that does that to me is Mavis Staples in bum 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 na, na, na. Do it again, do it again. When she says do it again or do it again, you're like, yes. Is it as good as Sylvia's Pillow Talk? I think to me it's better. But I like Sylvia's Pillow Talk. Oh my God, nice daddy. You're like, okay, yeah, that's pretty good. That's a good bedroom voice. Damn, yeah, that's Donna Summer with Love to Love You, Baby. Yeah. Son of a bucket. Okay, we need a private party. Yeah. My blood runs cold. My memory has just been sold. My angel is a centerfold. And how bad it hurts when Oscar and Nate were doing the things that they did with Miami, And Oscar got superficial and freaked out about her mole on her hip that she's very self-conscious of. And I'm like, that dirty little fucker didn't deserve to be having sex with Miami, which is why I raised his daughter, and she's mine and not his. But when a man gets into a dick measuring contest with another man and fucks his wife to try to feel like he's superior to that other man, that's when you know your science projects are girls gone wild, and there's no way to save you from your Nazi hell. Okay, we're coming after you, Elon Musk, on Tesla, future of AI, and role in Trump administration. Unexplained drones, UFOs, and state of the Navy. 60 Minutes. The Revenant. Ooh, it's DiCaprio. Decapitated though? No, DiCaprio. Well, he might want to, circumcise his head and give himself a new one with a better ego. Stop or my mom will shoot. What China saw, China found on the moon. Interstellar secrets of ancient civilizations and ancient aliens. Incredible moments caught on camera. It shows a plane crashing into a building, and these people, they get off on that shit. It's like something you'd never want to see. Like I remember when I watched that when I was a kid, they had the guy, they were filming the Hindenburg coming into New York, I think it was. And it hits the thing and something goes wrong and the helium, which is highly flammable, goes up. And all the people in the Hindenburg, they can't get out. They're trying to come down off a rope and they're just catching on fire and they're all dying. And the guys, they're filming it and the guy is, he's a reporter. He's a journalist, right? I must let the show go on. Do 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 do. One of my favorite songs by Three Dog Night when I was a kid. Baby, there's an awful lot of people. They all laughing at me now. I'm the Department of Government Efficiency. Ooh, shit, yeah, you got caught with your pants down. And the thing is, they knew this. They've known this. They've known this before I was born. They've known this before they took me to Sierra Vista. Judo Krishnamurti taught them all the same stuff, corrected all the linguistics errors. D.T. Suzuki, Haile Selassie. They knew, but they're addicted to what they do. Cats are not what you think. Edgar Cayce predicted this about cats. Are you sure Edgar Cayce predicted it? Or he was in a state of hypnosis and a bunch of fucked up scientists that give you Gene Roddenberry's imagination predicted it? How do you know for sure Edgar Cayce actually predicted this? He said that. He goes, what we were getting was wrong because they turned me into a science project and they were getting predictions to try to compete with their enemies instead of using my head to help us solve problems and not make each other enemies. Yeah, Edgar Cayce said that, but the people don't talk about that. They just sit there and go to my brother-in-law Jerry's church. Edgar Cayce was one of the devil pretender Nostradamus. And Edgar Cayce, when Edgar Cayce gave predictions to help his family, they all, this is great, this benefits us. Then they started asking him who was going to win the horse race in the World Series, and he couldn't talk. He lost his power of speech. And he said, we're not using my ability to protect ourselves through my prophecy, like with Joseph in the Bible, to do right by our family and others. You're doing it to try to take advantage of others and to only benefit yourself, like Haile Selassie said. Anything you think you learned from the perception of learning is all the wisdom is negated the moment you use it for self-service and for self-profit and manipulation of others. Well, Haile Selassie is the line of John the Baptist, who's related to King Solomon, which makes him a tad bit more humble than you, which makes him more intelligent than you, and you're a smartphone. Okay, so you guys got to understand that. Well, I was, after that last one, I connected to my Susie Bear. I remembered that atrocious fucking Corius Leachman at public schools, the top public school in Sierra Vista, telling me that Noah was a Nazi. He acts like a Nazi. He's a concrete thinker. He acts like a Nazi. I was like, and then I got same things with Dr. Salazar, how evil Amy was. She was just pure evil. And I was like, she was from a poor German girl that had no influence or power whatsoever, just like the people that got manipulated by the Nazis. If you've ever watched All's Quiet on the Western Front, if you don't do it, they'll just kill you. Like Ernest Borgnine's character. Okay. And then her mom gets sexually assaulted by black girls who take advantage of a naive white girl to get back at the man. And then these scientists study her because she tries to survive being adopted by people that are French and German and have aristocratic tendencies. And when you don't understand their psychology and their Freudian slips and all that shit, they treat you like you're stupid. Like the one kid who was on the Charlie Kirk thing, who sits there and he says, well, let's pretend money's not near. We gave all black folks $100,000. It's like, you're supposed to be an engineer. Did you hear what you just said? How can you build a building on that kind of a foundation or premise? If you pretend money's not real, then we all start with a clean slate, then we all just live somewhere and no one's asked us for money to live here. That's Solomon right there. Hey, you can build a foundation on that. Why do you build me up, buttercup baby? Now just let me down and mess me around. And then worst of all, you never call baby when you say you will. But I love you still. I need you more than anyone, darling. You know that I have from the start. So build me up, buttercup, don't break my heart. Call me at 10, you tell me time and again, but you're late. I wait around. It reminds me of Miami. Yeah. Baby, now that I found you, I can't let you go. I built my world around you. I need you so. I think an Aries and a Cancer could have a really good one step forward, two step back, opposites attract sex life. It's just as long as there wasn't Nazi scientists watching us in the television and in the cell phone and the laptop. Oh yeah, if Elon Musk was in his house masturbating to him torturing the cat, I could see that. Yeah, what an asshole. He's an asshole. Oh, Elon Musk is a complete fucking asshole, and so is Donald Trump. Okay. And it affects my family. If you don't get their money to pay people to live here, they will torture you and kill you. So you better believe in the magic Jesus cartoon character in our heads. Reason why my dad is still acting like my dad is acting and my family is still acting like they're acting is because they're not getting results from my being the living embodiment of the Lord's Prayer. We're still getting fucked in the head by mad scientists and their mad scientists. Igor, let's stop Eva from being an actress, shall we? Hypocrites, heathens, be gone. You're going to leave Noah alone. You're going to leave Natalie alone. You're going to leave Emily alone. You're going to leave Kate alone. You're going to leave Crum alone. And you're going to leave Patrick alone. Patrick has it real hard. He has to work with AI made by engineers that won't stand up for a Lord's Prayer and are torturing people with the medical industry just like they did his grandma and his grandpa and his other grandma. And now they're currently doing with his other grandpa because they're using their science projects to fuck with grandpa's head every time he tries to sleep and feel better. Why do you build me up? Buttercup. Oh, where's Bubbles? What's she doing? She's coloring. It's Powerpuff Girls. What's the other one's name? Blossom. Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup. It's Powerpuff Girls. You need your indoctrination? Dee Dee, get out of my laboratory. Racer D. Katie likes those. I couldn't help it. I like those too. Did not like Samurai Jack, no. Really liked Dexter's Laboratory. It made fun of all the geekiness and made it just ridiculously stupid, but you could laugh at it. The other one that was funny was the one that the Vietnamese kid made. Johnny Bravo. You know, it was a blonde guy that acted like Elvis. That shit was funny, but dumb as a box of rocks. Yeah, a lot like most of you guys. Yeah, all the people at the American Music Awards. Yeah, totally, man. Yeah. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help lusting after your fuckable body. Shall I stay? I'd love sexual comfort. Ride me for a half an hour and then I'm gonna fall asleep. So all the girls who danced with the one girl who did the rapping thing, who was the bite me one, yeah. Okay, please. I need sexual healing, and I'm feeling awfully Marvin Gaye. I'm just kidding. No, I wouldn't want to. Because they're shallow and they're mean, and they're oh my God, look at him. He's all fat, and his penis almost was rotted off by chemical poisoning, and he doesn't smell as good as the Flipper Benson guy and his Machine Gun Kelly. Well, they put alcohol and drugs in my system. They volunteered to put it in theirs. They drink cocktails, and I hate alcohol because I love children and don't want their brain cells and their livers being pickled by a bunch of mass murdering pimps and prostitutes. But you find them sexually attractive and me not. Wow. Hey, look, it's Hamburger and Popeye. Run, Joey, run.